Pambansang Awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, kaya sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang binirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manluluping, di ka pasisigil, sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mo bagaw, ay hinagang tula, kawit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng atawan ko'y tagumpay na naghihingi, bakit tuwing at araw niya kailan pa may maghihingi. Lumanang araw ng warhabit pagsingka, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang hinigaya na pagkay mga hangin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 41st Induction Ceremonies of the Batangas City Dental Chapter. It's so great to see everybody so excited for today's event. It's so hard to believe na parang kailan lang we had our first virtual induction ceremonies, and yet here we are with the second. By the way, I am Dr. Maxine Mendoza, and of course, it is my pleasure to warmly welcome you all to this much-awaited event. To formally begin, I would like to invite Dr. Rita Berberabe, the incoming Vice President for this year, to deliver her welcoming remarks.
A pleasant afternoon to all. It is a fast year indeed. Another BCDC term has successfully ended through the leadership of Dr. Claire Evangelista. And we are all to support a new one under the presidency of my friend, Dr. Maria Dorothy Hernandez. It is undeniable that this pandemic has been really tough for everyone, especially to us dentists. And I am thankful to all our colleagues who remain committed to serve with extreme caution by following strict protocols and abiding guidelines set by the Interagency Task Force or the IATF. No one could really tell when everything will be back to normal. But as professionals, we continue on with life and help others the best possible and compassionate way we could. To formally open this event, may I acknowledge the following dignitaries and colleagues who are present here today. Our PDA President, Jose Angelo G. Militante. PDA President-elect, Dr. Cheryl Del Rosario. PDA Executive Vice President, Dr. Ronnie Nunez. Vice President Luzon South, Dr. Marius Esquilio. A Regional Coordinator. PDA Chief Protocol Officer, Dr. Reynaldo D. Agcanas. Past Speaker of the House, Dr. Marisa Browal. Our guest lecturer for today's seminar, PDA Past President, Dr. Leo De Castro. BCDC President-elect, Dr. Maria Dorothy Hernandez. BCDC Council of Presidents, chaired by Dr. Romy Cruzat. Vice Chairman, Dr. Marisa Brual. Secretary, Dr. Malu Nolasco. Treasurer, Dr. Dante Clarin. Immediate Past President, Dr. Claire Evangelista. Committee Chairs, Dr. Joy Montalvo, Dr. Judy Ablog Santos, Dr. Lenlen Atienza, Dr. Francis Abrahan, Dr. Logie Solomon, Dr. Mayglen Mendoza, Dr. Marla Magpantay, Dr. Noemi Bagon, Dr. Edna Bermas, Dr. Lala Ceceron. BCDC officers, BCDC members, and to our generous sponsors. With a grateful heart, I would like to welcome you all to our 41st induction and turnover ceremonies. God bless Batangas City Dental. God bless us all.
Thank you, Dr. Rita. Now, I know that the next person who I will call is the most thrilled and excited of all the attendees here this afternoon. Kasi, makakapag-relax na siya because this is her last day as the president of our chapter. To give her valedictory address, I would like to invite here on stage the outgoing president of BCDC, Dr. Claire Evangelista.
With courage, but with humility, with determination, but with compassion and understanding.
Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. PDA dignitaries, BCDC past presidents, officers, members, and colleagues. Sa pagtatapos ng aking termino, kasama ang aking mga officers, nagpapasalamat ako, O Diyos Ama, sa kaitaas-taasan na maluwalhati naming nagawa ang aming mga proyekto at sa lahat ng tumulong upang maitawid ang aming tungkulin sa gitna ng pandemya. Salamat sa suporta para maisakatuparan ang mga proyekto. Ipagpatuloy natin ang mga nasimulang proyekto, waste management. Responsibilidad din natin ang pangalagaan ang ating inang kalikasan. Ating dalhin ang infectious waste sa ating MRF sa BCDC building. Malaking tulong ito, hindi na maisama sa general waste. Help save Mother Earth. Simulan natin. Huwag nating kalimutan ang pagsunod sa mga protocol. Protection hindi lamang sa ating sarili, kundi pati din sa ating kapwa at komunidad natin. Malaking tulong sa akin ang aming PDA Hinirang President, Dr. Alvin Laksamana. Salamat sa pag-encourage at pagsuporta sa amin. Lagi kang positibo, hindi sa COVID, kundi sa buhay. Sinagtala President, Dr. Jello Militante, President-elect, Dr. Che Del Rosario, VP Luzon South, Dr. Marius Esquilio, Regional Coordinator ng Region 4 at ngayon ay numero 1, Luzon Trustee, Dr. Alan Banta. PDA Protocol, Dr. Ray Agcanas, ang lover boy ng PDA. Secretary to the President, Dr. Noel Laines. PDA Executive Secretary, Dr. Almira Olarte. Sila ang kahit anong busy, may time lagi silang mag-reply sa mga inquiries ko, kahit hating gabi na. Maraming salamat sa inyo. HOD Speaker of the House, Dr. Maria Isabel Brual. PDA Award Committee, Chairman, Dr. Michelle Seguera. Public Health Committee Chairman, Dr. Artemio Licos. Ethics Committee Chairman, Dr. Soledad Navarro. CDE Committee Chairman at siya din ang ating Bidcast team, Dr. Ches Villarico. Campaign Against Illegal Practice Chairman, Dr. Ronaldo Nunez. Welfare and Trust Fund Chairman, Dr. Manny Centeno. At sa kanilang mga co-chairman at sa mga PDA officers, maraming salamat sa pagbibigay sa amin ng gabay na mga dapat naming gawin. Salamat sa hinirang presidents, lalo na sa Region 4. Nawa, magkita-kita tayo. Miss Giselle Sultura and Miss Annie Cabued, salamat sa pag-ayos ng aming mga kailangan. Nagpapasalamat din ako kina Dr. Joe Arago, Reverend Christopher Arago, Dr. Noemi Bagon, Dr. Ruth Alolod, at Police Chief Master Sergeant June Alolod, Dr. Melody Rivera and family, Dr. May Alumia, Dr. Marla Magpantay, Dr. Gio Santos, Dr. Maxine and May Mendoza, Dr. Logie Solomon, Dr. Isabel Delgado, Dr. Francis Abrahan, Dr. Ed and Joe Panopio, at sa lahat ng committee chairman at officers, maraming salamat sa inyo. Sa aking pamilya, sa mahal kong asawa, Bert Evangelista, maraming salamat sa pag-unawa at pagsuporta. Sa aking anak, William Albert Elefante Evangelista, ang aking technical sa bahay, salamat sa iyo. Ian Robert, Lara Melissa, at ang aking apo, Sia Katrina, salamat sa inyo. Hangad ko ang tagumpay ng susunod na BCDC officers sa pamumuno ni Dr. Doris Hernandez, BCDC President 2021-2022. Salamat sa lahat ng BCDC members. Pagpalain tayong lahat. To God be the glory. Mabuhay ang BCDC.
Thank you, Dr. Claire. Now, to recognize and give honor to the pioneer members of our chapter who recently departed, may I invite Dr. Claire Evangelista, Dr. Lenlen Atienza, Chairman, Committee on Awards, and Dr. Jenny Opolencia, Secretary, to present the posthumous awards. To receive this award, I would like to invite Dr. Judy Santos and Engineer Jasper Orense.
Philippine Dental Association, Batangas City Chapter. This posthumous award is given to Dr. Ursula M. Ablog for her sincere and grateful dedication and commitment as pioneer member of the Batangas City Dental Chapter, given this 23rd day of June 2021 at Club Yolanda GC Berberabde Subdivision, Palyocan East, Batangas City. Signed, Dr. Maria Antoinette C. Solomon, Chairman of Council of Past President, Dr. Claire Elefante Evangelista, BCDC President, 2020-2021, Dr. Erlinda D. Atienza, Chairman, Committee on Awards, and Dr. Edgardo A. Panopio, Chairman, Committee on Membership.
To receive the award of Dr. Zenaida Diaz, may I call on Mr. Alex Fidel Diaz II.
Philippine Dental Association, Batangas City Chapter. This posthumous award is given to Dr. Zenaida D. Diaz for her sincere and grateful dedication and commitment as pioneer member of the Batangas City Dental Chapter, given this 23rd day of June 2021 at Club Yolanda GC Berberabe Subdivision, Palyocan East, Batangas City. Signed, Dr. Maria Antoinette Solomon, Chairman of Council of Past President, Dr. Claire Elefante Evangelista, BCDC President 2020-2021, Dr. Erlinda D. Atienza, Chairman of Committee of Awards, Dr. Edgardo Panopio, Chairman, Committee on Membership.
And of course, our induction ceremony would not be particularly dignified without our keynote speaker. May I request the presence of Dr. Rosemary Reyes to introduce our distinguished speaker.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Our keynote speaker is a well-abled clinician and a mover of continuous learning. He graduated from CEU in 2001 and is finishing his master's degree in dental education in the same institution. His field of specialty is oral and maxillofacial surgery and is well inclined in the field of oral cancer management, oral and maxillofacial pathology, head and neck reconstruction, and dental implants. He was trained locally under the PCOM's OMS training program and had several fellowship trainings abroad, particularly in Malaysia and Thailand. He is recognized as a fellow of the Philippine College of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, Asian Association of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, and the International Association of oral and maxillofacial surgeons. Because of his efficiency and love for his field of specialty, he was granted by the Professional Regulation Commission the title of Certified Specialist in the field of oral and maxillofacial surgery in 2015. Because of his dedication to dentistry and his field of specialty, he was inducted as a fellow of the oldest and the most prominent honor societies in dentistry, the International College of Dentists and the Pierre Fauchard Academy. Despite his busy clinical and hospital practice, he regularly shares his knowledge as lecturer to several conferences, as member of PDA Speakers Bureau, and as key opinion leader and lecturer of major pharmaceutical corporations. He is currently the hospital dentist of USC Hospital, an active consultant of the Benadives Cancer Institute, St. Jude Medical Center, and Bernardino General Hospital in Quezon City, and also a visiting consultant of several major hospitals and dental clinics in the country. He was awarded the Presidential Leadership Award for 4 times by the Manila Dental Society in 2007, 2008, 2011, and 2014. During his presidency in Manila Dental Chapter, the chapter was awarded as one of the most outstanding dental chapter. More so, he was also awarded as the 10 most outstanding presidents of that year. Because of his integrity and passion for his profession, he was appointed as the first member of the PRC CPD Council for Dentistry in the year 2018 to 2020. Our keynote speaker mainly contributed in the improvement of continuing dental education in PDA and in the dental profession by creating guidelines, policies, and innovations. He also developed the very first PDA online learning platform in 2018, and of which paved the way for the very first PDA annual virtual convention. He and his team was duly commended and well remembered for efficiently and successfully organizing several local and international conferences. A loving husband to a beautiful wife, Diane, and a proud father of Jelly Bean and Bubbles, let us welcome our PDA President for Administrative Year 2021-2022, Dr. Jose G. Militante.
To my fellow PDA Executive Board, led by Executive Vice President Dr. Ronaldo Nunez, to the PDA President-elect Dr. Shell Del Rosario, to the Vice President Luzon South, Dr. Marius Charles Esquilo, to the PDA HOD Speaker, Dr. Fernando Totoy C., and his HOD officers, to the immediate past President of the Philippine Dental Association, Dr. Alvin Munoz Laksamana, the immediate past president of PDA Batangas City Chapter, Dr. Claire Evangelista, and her Executive Board of Officers, to the newly inducted president, Maria Dorothy Hernandez, and her soon-to-be inducted Executive Board of Officers, to the star-studded Council of Past Presidents, to the newly appointed Regional Coordinator for Luzon South, Dr. Basilio Nino, to the PDA executive staff led by the Chief Protocol Officer, Dr. Reynaldo Ogcanas, Dr. Almira Olarte, and Dr. Karen Garcia, to my fellow PDA presidents, Sinagtala presidents, hinirang immediate past presidents, friends, fellow PDA members, good afternoon. We are several months into 2021, and unfortunately, many of us are still experiencing deja vu from 2020. The pandemic continues to dominate our professional and private lives. However, vaccines and slowly progressing area-wide vaccination creates hope for normality in the future. but that is still a long way to go. And we Filipinos has overcome even more critical and challenging situations before. These circumstances should remind us to remain optimistic because we are very much capable of coping and adapting in this kind of situations. But we must be realistic. Attitudes of resilience, innovativeness are what we need to adapt at these times. Resilience demands that we include this new scenario in our planning. The good news is that we are keep getting better at responding. We have achieved breakthroughs that will eventually make life better, but it won't look like the old one. The same goes without saying of what we did for the Philippine Dental Association during the heightened pandemic time. We never halted, nor remained passive, nor we remained silent. During those times, we continued to stay connected with you, our members, by providing you with a variety of virtual scientific programs. And also, we continued your benefits and services. And this is where I admire our Hinirang President, Dr. Alvin Munoz Laksamana, and your Hinirang President, Dr. Claire Evangelista. But now, as we go to the point on where we should start rebuilding the future of PDA again, our goal right now is to make sure that PDA is ready for the future. Creativity and innovativeness thrives in times of limitation and constraint. If there was ever a year to be creative and be innovative that powers progress, it is this one. Sabi nga nila, ngayon ang panahon na gumawa ng pagbabago because this year is where everything felt like it changed and one that will be remembered in history. A perfect example of our initial groundbreaking feat of creativity and innovativeness that led us to this very moment is the recently concluded 111 and 112 PDA Annual Convention and Scientific Session. We dubbed this as the very first PDA Virtual Convention. At first, I have to admit, discouragement and detractors were present at first, saying that it will be impossible for the members to accept this, and also it will be impossible for PDA to push this through. However, with due prayers, perseverance, nights of endless planning, and painstaking disappointments, we made it. Now, how can we measure the success if this is a virtual convention? We were never there on a face-to-face basis. The statistics and numbers of the virtual platform would say on the first day of the convention, we had 8,304 visitors or delegates. More so, on the first 24 hours of our said convention, we have 127,156 visits. And this would continuously grow until the last day. So what does this imply? We have defied the impossible. We have defied our detractors. And we have changed the attitude of Filipino dentists in terms of learning. Now, how did we do this? The formula is very simple. And Dr. Doris, I want you to listen because this will be also your formula in creating your structured programs for the Batangas City Dental Chapter. So number one, keep it simple and practical. Why do you have to make things so complicated? Yes, we could also have those three-dimensional and graphic-laden sites, but that would complicate the process of the virtual convention. As they say, complexity should be avoided in a system, as simplicity guarantees the greatest levels of user acceptance and interaction. Next, the right people. For several years, we have led and organized successfully local and international conferences. We personally handpicked the team. We motivated them, inspired them, and challenged them. We gave them responsibilities and gave them room to grow. Now, isn't that the essence of being a leader, Dr. Doris? Train people to be better than you. Remember, lalaos din tayo. The last one and the most important is Never ever stop dreaming and never ever stop praying, because God knows what is best for us as long as we focus on the goal, and the goal is for everyone. Now, why am I telling you all of this? Again, last June 1, we received doubts and questions. The questions are, what can PDA do amidst of all of this pandemic? We cannot do events. We cannot do activities. We cannot do outreach programs. But let me remind you, my dear friends and members in PDA Batangas City, PDA is not just a social civic organization. We are an organization of scientific minds based on evidences, and our objective is to give the best policies and guidelines for the dental profession. And that is our goal for PDA this year, to make the PDA more scientific, more geared for scientific evidences. We should craft guidelines that would benefit the PDA members more, and we should create policies that would administer well-structured programs for the future. These plans will make PDA and our profession more grounded, because this will make shun away from traditions so we could move forward for change. Now, Dr. Doris, no, you never realized siguro, as you become the president of the PDA Batangas City chapter, I can firmly say that from the time that I've learned that you became the president or the president-elect, two or three people called me up. That's to be honest, and I won't mention their names. And they came from your chapter. One of those people who said, she's actually a good friend of mine. She said that you are her good friend, and she promised me that she will help you survive this uncertain time. The two others are also females, but a little bit older. They said that you are a very good leader. You've been active on your chapter for some time, and also because you have helped them. You have helped them before. They also promised Dr. Doris that they will help you. And from these three people, Dr. Doris, I can say that you will be able to make this through. You will excel on this term because you are loved by these people. And remember, during our President-elect training seminar, we never ever taught you or oriented you on the activities of the Philippine Dental Association. What we did during that time is to teach you and strengthen your knowledge and skill as a leader. Because not only minding the support that you have from your chapter, we also want you to stand out as one of the best presidents of PDA Batch Sinagtala. And also, I can still remember that I told you and your classmates and batchmates in Batch Sinagtala on our chat group. I told you this certain philosophy that I want you to apply this year, and of course, most probably on the rest of your life. I said, study while others are sleeping, decide while others are delaying, prepare while others are daydreaming, begin while others are procrastinating, work while others are wishing, save while others are wasting, listen while others are talking, smile, Dr. Doris, while others are frowning, persist while others are quitting. And this is what I call proactive servant leadership. And this is the kind of leadership that you need in PDA Batangas City chapter and what we need in the Philippine Dental Association. Now, to all here present, to all others who are witnessing this event virtually, please join me and Dr. Doris as we serve the PDA Batangas City chapter and the Philippine Dental Association to be ready for the future and to move it fast forward. Samahan niyo po akong magdasal sa bagong araw na pag-asa at sa taon ng batch Sinagtala. Mabuhay po kayong lahat and stay safe to all.
To award the plaque of appreciation, may I call on Dr. Doris Hernandez, President-elect, Dr. Marla Magpantay, Committee Chairperson on Awards, and Dr. Rosemary Reyes, Secretary.
This plaque of appreciation is awarded to Dr. Jose Angelo G. Militante in acknowledgement of his distinguished and invaluable service rendered as inducting officer and keynote speaker during the 41st induction ceremony of the Batangas City Dental Chapter, thereby contributing immeasurably to the prestige and success of this occasion. Given this 23rd day of June 2021 at Club Yolanda, Batangas City. Signed, Dr. Rosemary Reyes, BCDC Secretary, Dr. Maria Pilar Magpantay, BCDC Chairman Committee on Awards, Dr. Maria Dorothy Mendoza Hernandez, BCDC President.
For the induction ceremony, may I request the presence of our incoming President, Dr. Doris Hernandez, to be inducted by our PDA President, Dr. Jose Angelo Militante. We would also like to invite here on stage Mr. Richard Hernandez and family as witnesses.
Good afternoon, Dr. Doris Hernandez. Are you ready to begin your term as the President of PDA Batangas City Chapter?
Yes po, Doc.
If so, kindly raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Maria Dorothy Mendoza Hernandez,
Having been elected as, state your position, of the, state your chapter,
having been elected as President of the Batangas City Dental Chapter
of the Philippine Dental Association,
of the Philippine Dental Association,
hereby solemnly swear that I will faithfully and diligently discharge
that I will faithfully and diligently discharge
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold in the association,
and of all others I may hereafter hold in the association,
that I will obey the laws and legal orders
that I will obey the laws and legal orders
promulgated by the duly constituted authority that I impose the supreme obligation upon myself voluntarily, without mental reservation or purpose of evasion, so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Dr. Doris. You are now the President of PDA Batangas City Chapter. Mabuhay ka at palagi magdasal.
We will now proceed to the symbolic transfer of authority from Dr. Claire Evangelista, immediate past president, Dr. Jenny Opulencia, secretary, to Dr. Doris Hernandez, president, and Dr. Rosemary Reyes, secretary.
I, Dr. Claire Evangelista, President of Batangas City Dental Chapter, Administrative Year 2020-2021, do hereby turn over this ribbon and medallion as a symbol of authority as President. Will it steadfastly but righteously, with courage but with humility, with determination but with compassion and understanding. And as you receive this ribbon and medallion and authority that goes with you, may God help you with your undertaking.
I, Dr. Maria Dosa Hernandez, President of Administrative Year 2021-2022, do hereby accept this gavel and medallion as a symbol of authority as President of the Batangas City Dental Chapter, with the Constitution and bylaws as my guide, and with the blessing of our God Almighty. It is my covenant to wield it steadfastly but righteously, with courage but with humility, with determination but with compassion and understanding. So help me God.
And I could take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter in our eyes, shining just the way I like. If you're feeling like you need a little bit of company, you met me at the perfect time. Hey, you want me, I want you, baby, my sugar boo. I'm levitating, the Milky Way, we're renegading, yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating you. Moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. I believe that you're for me. I feel it in our energy. I see us written in the stars. We can go wherever, so let's do it now or never, baby. Nothing's ever too far. Glitter in the sky, glitter in our eyes, shining just the way we are. I feel like we're forever every time we get together, but whatever, let's get lost on Mars. Hey, you want me, I want you, baby, my sugar boo. I'm levitating, the Milky Way, we're renegading, yeah, 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 watch it blast off. And I'm feeling so electric, dance my ass off. And even if I wanted to, I can't stop. Yeah, 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 yeah. My love is like a rocket, watch it blast off. And I'm feeling so electric, dance my ass off. And even if I wanted to, I can't stop. Yeah, 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 yeah. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. I got you, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome the new mother of our chapter as she delivers her first speech as the president of the Batangas City Dental Chapter. Let us give her a round of applause, Dr. Doris Hernandez.
To 112 PDA President Dr. Jose Angelo G. Militante and the PDA Executive Board, Regional Coordinator, Chief Protocol Officer Dr. Ray Agcanas, to the PDA past presidents, to the BCDC past presidents, to the outgoing BCDC officers headed by Dr. Claire Evangelista, to our new set of officers, BCDC members, SBC batchmates, Kamote Club, and Circle of Six, to my dearest family and friends, good afternoon. Who would have thought that my line, when I grow up, I want to be a dentist, from my kindergarten moving up, presentation would come true. It might have been fate or destiny, for I didn't only become a dentist, but president of the Batangas City Dental Chapter. I still remember during my last year in high school, all I wanted was to study in Manila like my brothers. I thank God for my very supportive parents, Mr. Bonifacio and Angelita Mendoza, for they allowed me to study in Manila. It was my cousin Brenda who enrolled me at the University of the East, College of Dentistry, where I met my lifetime Kamote friends. These friends who always pushed me to become the best version of me, making my hard university life better and never forgetting me even after I went back to Batangas City. After finishing my degree and passing the board exam, I went back to Batangas City to open up my clinic and worked at Batangas City Health Office for 10 years. After I resigned from the City Health Office, I enriched my knowledge by enrolling to different preceptorship programs, trainings, and seminars. I am thankful to my husband, Richard, for allowing me to grow professionally, and to my kids for understanding why I still have to go to school even on weekends during my cred days. A few years ago, I went to Dr. Logi's clinic for some reason, and she gave me a BCDC choir shirt. I don't even know how to sing. I was only pampadami. Anyway, I accepted the shirt, and that was the beginning of my journey. In 2010, Dr. Marla asked me to be her secretary. In 2012, I was the treasurer of Dr. Be, and so it goes. From 2012 until today, that I'm standing here giving my inaugural address, I have been part of BCDC either as an officer, or assistant committee chair, or committee chair. I never regretted accepting that white BCDC choir shirt, for it has opened to me a wonderful world of camaraderie in Batangas City chapter. I've gained new friends, travel buddies, and business partners. I have learned so much from all our past presidents. I am immensely grateful to them for teaching and guiding me. And now, as I've been given the opportunity to lead our chapter, I would like us all to be united in fighting illegal and unfair practices, conquer all the issues plaguing our chapter, including the effects of this pandemic, and moving on, emerging victorious and unscathed. Let us all help one another coexist harmoniously. May there be peace within the chapter, and I am humbly asking for your support during my term as your president. Please be responsive to our texts, chats, and messages, as it is the only way to communicate for now. Always check our FB page for announcements. Be the best member you could be. Love your mother chapter. I will do my best to lead our chapter, but my best will only be achieved if you will be one with me. Thank you. God bless. Mabuhay PDA. Mabuhay ang BCDC.
To present the Leadership Award, may I call on Dr. Claire Evangelista, Dr. Rosemary Reyes, Dr. Marla Magpantay, and Dr. Doris Hernandez.
Philippine Dental Association and the Batangas City Dental Chapter present the Leadership Award to Dr. Claire Evangelista. In grateful appreciation for her outstanding dedication and leadership as chapter president for year 2020-2021, given this 23rd day of June at Club Yolanda, Batangas City. Signed by Dr. Maria Dorothy Hernandez, BCDC President 2021-2022.
To present the elected officers and Council of Presidents for the administrative year 2021-2022, may we have Dr. Judy Santos, COMELEC Chair for the year 2020-2021.
As the COMELEC Chair for BCDC Administrative Year 2020-2021, it is my honor and privilege to present to you the elected officers for BCDC Administrative Year 2021-2022. President-elect Dr. Ruth Alolod, Vice President Dr. Rita Berberabe, Secretary Dr. Rosemary Reyes, Treasurer Dr. Jenny Opulencia, Auditor Dr. Linda Buri, PRO Dr. Rejoy Balahibo, and Dr. J.M. Delgado. Protocol Officers Dr. Wang Torino, Dr. R.J. Sulit, and our immediate past President, Dr. Claire Evangelista. Now, it is my honor to present to you the Council of Presidents. Chairman, Dr. Romulo Cruzat. Vice Chairman, Dr. Marisa Isabel Brual. Secretary, Dr. Maria Lourdes Nolasco. Treasurer, Dr. Dante Clarin. President Doris Hernandez, our officers are now ready to take their oath.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Having been elected as of the Batangas City Dental Chapter of the Philippine Dental Association, hereby solemnly swear that I will faithfully and diligently discharge to the best of my ability the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold in the association, that I will obey the laws and legal orders promulgated by the duly constituted authority that I impose the supreme obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation or purpose of evasion, so help me God. I would like to present our committee chairman, Dr. Edna Burmas, Membership Committee. Dr. Marla Magpantay, Awards Committee. Dr. Lenlen Atienza, COMELEC. Dr. Francis Abrahan, Legal Assistance. Dr. Logie Solomon, Committee on Socials. Dr. Noemi Bagon, CDE Committee Chair. Dr. Judy Santos, CBL. Dr. Lala Ciciron, Documentation. Dr. Joy Montalvo, Special Events. Dr. May Mendoza, Committee on Induction Ceremonies.
For the presentation of the new member of the chapter, may I now call on Dr. Edna Burmas, Committee Chairperson on Membership.
Good afternoon, everyone. On previous inductions before the pandemic, we usually induct 10 to 14 members. But since there was no board exam since May 2020, we are inducting one member now. She was engaged into business, but now she realized that her heart still belongs to dentistry. Our inductee is a graduate of Lyceum of the Philippines, University, Batangas, year 2000. She is a native of Barangay Gasang, Mabini, Batangas. Also a resident of Bloomfield Heights Subdivision, Tibig, Lipas City. Let us all welcome Dr. Laila Villanueva Ganya with her husband, Romel Ganya. Our charging officer, VP Luzon South, Dr. Marius Charles Esquilio. Our new member, Dr. Laila Villanueva Ganya, is now ready for charging.
A pleasant day to everyone. First of all, I would like to greet our colleagues and friends from PDA Batangas City Chapter, led by your hinirang President, Dr. Claire Evangelista. Congratulations, Dr. Claire, for a successful term. And your Sinagtala President, Dr. Doris Hernandez, best wishes from the PDA. As your PDA Vice President Luzon South, it is my duty to administer the charging of our new members. To our new members, in behalf of the Philippine Dental Association, we welcome all of you to the folds of organized dentistry as a novice member. It is customary that the PDA charge you for you to be guided to act the highest order of tribute to our profession. We are here to guide you with your duties and responsibilities to our community, to your local chapter, and to our mother organization, the PDA. As a member in good standing, you must be a paid member of both your local chapter and of the PDA. We should uphold the Constitution and bylaws of the Philippines and of the PDA. The PDA is where you belong and you should be part of it. Do not just be a mere member. Get involved, be committed. You should share, participate, cooperate, and support all the activities of your local chapter and of the PDA. And only then you will be recognized as an active member of our beloved organization. Keep this in your mind and heart. Again, congratulations and welcome to the Philippine Dental Association and Batangas City Dental Chapter. Altogether, we enjoin our PDA Sinagtala President, Dr. Jose Angelo Militante, as we move fast forward PDA. Madam President Dr. Hernandez, your new members are now ready to take their oath of membership.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
Dr. Laila Villanueva Ganya,
having been registered as a new member of the Philippine Dental Association, Batangas City Chapter,
having been registered as a new member of the Philippine Dental Association, Batangas City Chapter,
do hereby solemnly swear that I will faithfully discharge to the best of my ability the duties of being a member of the Philippine Dental Association, Batangas City Chapter, by abiding with the Code of Ethics of the dental profession, upholding the provisions of the Constitution and bylaws of the Association, carrying myself as a deserving professional, worthy of respect and emulation by my peers, and that I will do this voluntarily without mental reservation or purpose of evasion, so help me God.
Our program has now come to an end. But before we say goodbye, our program will not be complete without hearing the remarks of our now President-elect, Dr. Ruth Alulod.
To our officers from PDA, especially our President, Dr. Jello Militante, BCDC past presidents, newly inducted officers, and members of the Batangas City Dental Chapter, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is really a challenging time for the entire world, and we dentists are thankful that we can continue to serve with utmost care and with extreme precautions. This is why we need to attend our virtual seminars to keep ourselves abreast with the changing times. So please do not forget, we still have our first scientific seminar later at 5 p.m. with Dr. Leo Gerard de Castro as our lecturer. We would like to thank all of you for your love and support to our chapter. To everyone present here, PDA dignitaries, our past presidents, our chapter officers, to all of you who have joined us virtually, thank you. Maraming salamat po to all our generous sponsors for your endless support, and to our technical committee for always doing a job well done. May we all remain safe, healthy, productive, and compassionate during this pandemic. God bless you and your families. Mabuhay ang BCDC, mabuhay ang PDA.